You want to know what captures a woman's interest in intimacy and relationships? Many think it's all about looks or size, but let me tell you, there's much more to it than that. In this video, we'll discover the surprising truths women really value in a partner. We'll explore everything from the emotional connection to the smallest details of personal care. I'll guide you through what really makes the difference. Stay until the end to learn the 5 essentials that most men neglect. These changes everything if you're serious about building deeper, stronger relationships. If you're serious about building deeper, stronger connections and becoming the partner who really understands what women expect, then you need to watch this video. At the end, you'll have practical tips that will transform your approach to relationships and intimacy. Don't walk away, these lessons could change everything for you. This concludes our video. Share in the comments one thing that you have retained and that you will put into practice in your life. If you liked this video, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a 1 in the comments if this topic has touched you deeply or a 0 if you didn't find it relevant. We want to improve and refine our understanding of what really touches your hearts. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'll share a personal story that I hope will help you maintain a lasting and authentic relationship. Some time ago, I was in a quiet park. Time seemed to stop there. It was a haven of serenity amidst the frenzy of life. My eyes fell on an older man whose presence emanated a deep calm. He sat on the same bench day after day, as if that place belonged to him, a territory full of memories and moments of peace accumulated over the years. His calm gaze seemed to dive into infinity. But he was much more than a simple witness of his surroundings. He was a guardian of wisdom. One day, while he was enjoying his tranquility, he saw a young man passing by. The young man looked deeply disturbed, as if he carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. The older man, with an instinctive kindness, made a slight gesture with his hand, inviting the young man to sit down beside him. The young man, at first hesitant, finally accepted the invitation. The older man had an instinctive kindness that attracted the young man, who was clearly distressed. After a few polite exchanges, the young man relaxed and began to confide in the older man. He admitted that he was struggling in his relationship with his partner. He felt helpless and overwhelmed by uncertainty. She felt uncertain. She knew she was never up to that. She didn't know how to meet the emotional and physical expectations of his beloved. His words were like a drowned cry, a call for help that he had not known how to formulate in any other way than with heavy silences. The older man listened with infinite patience, a listening without judgment, as if each word was a note of a melody he knew he had to listen to. He didn't interrupt or judge. His eyes full of wisdom and understanding reflected the young man, allowing him to see beyond his pain. When the young man finished, the older man's burden was finally released. The older man took a long breath. Then he spoke with a soft but firm voice. Caring for a relationship is like nurturing a plant. If you don't give it the attention it deserves, it will end up losing its luster and wither without you realizing it. The older man paused, letting his words sink deep into the young man's soul. The man's face, lined with years of experience, spoke volumes. After more than 50 years of marriage, I've learned a crucial truth. Relationships aren't kept together by expensive gifts or grand gestures. It's the little things, the subtle gestures, that day after day nurture love and complicity. A smile, a tender look, a hand placed gently, these are the threads that weave the solid fabric of a lasting relationship. A relationship that endures. I smile slightly, like a man who has lived through many storms, and today, you can finally taste the fruits of his patience. It is not enough to water the plant, you know, he explained gently. You also have to be able to discern its subtle needs, when it seeks shade to rest and when it needs rest and when it needs light to bloom. It is in understanding these small moments, in the willingness to adapt and to listen to the other, where lies the true strength of a relationship. The young man was clearly moved by the depth of the words, and he remained silent for a long moment. His eyes, which had shown confusion and pain, now seemed to search for answers in the man's peaceful face. The young man understood that the key was not to seek perfection, but to understand that love, like a plant, needs tenderness, attention, and sometimes patience to grow. It grows stronger over time. That moment in the park, where two souls crossed in a silent sincerity, reminded me that what really counts in a relationship is not the magnitude of the gestures, but the depth of small acts of daily love. It's that attention to detail. The key to a strong relationship is not the frequency of big gestures, but the depth of small daily acts of love. These small acts nurture the relationship, transforming it into an indestructible bond. We must all learn to cultivate the small seeds of attention and kindness to see our relationships blossom. I firmly believe in this truth, and it resonates deeply within me. I know that, especially for mature women, what really makes a difference is not just how we present ourselves, but what we implement every day to nurture our inner and outer well-being. Our attention to ourselves and the small daily actions we take are essential to our growth. These often invisible actions have a considerable impact. It is these delicate and caring gestures that create lasting admiration and forge bonds in a relationship. These actions are often neglected or underestimated, but they are the real key to a full and intimate relationship today. I'm going to share with you points that have the power to profoundly transform the way you perceive love, intimacy, and relationships. I'm going to reveal to you 5 essential points that are often overlooked but play a fundamental role in strengthening any relationship. These points may never have been fully considered, but once understood and applied, they can radically improve the quality of your love life. The quality of your love life depends on one crucial point. If you integrate it, it will make a considerable difference in the way you connect with your partner. This final point encompasses everything you need to know to nurture a strong and authentic intimate relationship. I will thoroughly walk you through each of these aspects to clarify some preconceived ideas and offer you valuable lessons derived from the many years of experience I have accumulated. These lessons are not only theoretical, they have been tested and fine-tuned over time. Through testing and learning, we will discover what really matters to attract your partner's attention and strengthen your relationship in a lasting way. What we will explore here is much more than superficial advice. It's a set of daily practices and small gestures that, when put into action, will form a solid foundation for a fulfilling and joyful intimate life. You will quickly discover that it's not just about physical appearance or grand declarations, but what you build day after day. Love and intimacy are slow and continuous constructions, and they maintain their luster over the years because of the attention paid to every detail. The way you react to your partner's needs and desires is what makes all the difference. Their emotions and expectations in everyday moments that nurture a true bond. If you want to go even deeper into this approach and discover practical tools to improve the quality of your intimate life, download the digital book Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60 now. It's full of profound and aspirational tips to rekindle the flame and strengthen the bond with your partner. This book offers proven strategies to enrich your love life. No matter your age or the challenges you face, you can get your copy by clicking on the highlighted comment below. Take advantage of this opportunity to transform your intimate life starting right now. Let me guide you through these 5 essential points. They may be simple, but they are powerful when practiced daily. They are the keys to a fulfilling and lasting relationship. Get ready to discover how they can make all the difference. They can make all the difference. So let's explore what can really make your relationship stronger. The secret to attracting someone goes far beyond physical appearance. Let's talk about what really matters. What makes a lasting difference? People often think that size and looks are at the heart of attraction. But in reality, what touches deep down and captures attention is the way you care for yourself. The way you take care of yourself. Attraction works like a house. A great structure is useless if it's poorly maintained. A garden overrun by weeds is exactly that. It's exactly the same for your body. What matters most is the attention you pay to your own cultivation of balance and health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on the number 1 below to let me know that you are still. This video is especially important for women, especially the more mature ones. The small details show your daily care for yourself, and they make a difference. The first step in keeping this house in order is impeccable hygiene. Hygiene is not just a quick shower or a superficial ritual. It's a dedicated care routine, a series of conscious actions that show that you love and respect yourself. After all, someone who takes care of every detail of his or her life pays the same attention to others. Women notice these things: a good smell, soft and cared for skin, carefully chosen body care products, and an active and dynamic lifestyle. You create an atmosphere that invites proximity. Studies reveal how much the sense of smell plays an essential role in attracting that natural freshness that emanates from impeccable hygiene and regular care. This freshness is absolutely irreplaceable. Take care of your skin. Maintaining your skin and beard or body hair is not only an aesthetic choice, but a deep respect for your comfort and hygiene. Choose the right products for your skin, whether mild soaps or moisturizers. This simple yet effective method preserves your skin's health while nourishing your overall well-being. It shows mutual respect and a willingness to invest in maintenance. This daily care is especially important with age, which requires more and more attention. Paying attention to your skin, whether with mild soaps or moisturizers, is a simple yet effective way to maintain your skin's health and nourish your overall well-being. It's not just an aesthetic choice, it's a deep respect for your comfort and hygiene. These small attentions are comparable to a coat of paint that refreshes a house. Not only does it make the structure shine, but it also preserves its essence and authentic beauty. Taking time for this daily care is not only a way to give yourself what you deserve, but also to show the person who accompanies you that you are willing to invest in the maintenance of that bond. It is not the size or appearance of the house that attracts attention. Pay close attention to the little things. Women notice this kind of attention to detail, and it creates real attraction that builds over time and lasts. Pay close attention to intimacy. Imagine that your body is like a car that you drive every day. Just like a car, your body needs regular maintenance to function optimally. If you don't maintain your car, it will break down. A car without maintenance ends up a ghost. This is the same for us, particularly for our intimate areas. Men often don't realize that women are often discreet or very particular about personal care. They deeply appreciate when a man takes care of himself on all levels. This isn't just about outward appearance, it's about taking care of himself in depth in a way that reflects respect for his own well-being. It's like a car that is carefully maintained with no worn parts. Everything runs more smoothly and harmoniously. Attention to detail makes all the difference. It's not about excess or trying to do too much, it's simply about concentrating on what really matters. It is essential to choose comfortable clothes that allow your skin to breathe. Imagine the discomfort of wearing clothes that bother you and make you sweat profusely. You don't want to feel like a car without air conditioning on a hot day. This sensation affects both your comfort and your self-esteem. Choose garments that give you comfort and freedom of movement. Respect yourself by taking care of your hygiene. Perfection isn't necessary, but a simple, effective routine is more than enough. Take a thorough shower, dry your skin well, and maintain a skincare routine. This makes a huge difference. It's like preparing a car before a long trip. If you don't check the oil, tires, and pressure, you risk breaking down along the way. Take care of your body and hygiene. It's an act of respect towards yourself and your relationship. Show that you care about the connection you have with your partner and that you want to preserve and nurture it. Third point. Men often fall into the mistaken belief that bigger is better. Let me tell you something, bigger isn't better. Paying attention to your body and hygiene is a form of self-respect. It also demonstrates to your partner that you value the connection with them and are committed to nurturing it. Third point. Men often mistakenly believe that bigger is better. But let me be clear, size doesn't define anything. What truly matters is the way you live in the moment, the attention you pay to each other, and your presence with your partner. Imagine a video game. No matter the size of the screen, the pleasure you can have when playing doesn't change. What makes a difference is your level of involvement. The size doesn't define anything. What really matters is the experience. How you live in the moment and your presence for each other is what makes the difference. Imagine a video game. No matter the size of the screen, the pleasure you can have when you play is not changed. The way you are in the moment and the atmosphere you create is what makes the difference. The same goes for intimacy, attention, and tenderness. The way you make the other feel respected and listened to is what really matters. Most women don't care about size or outward appearance. You have to be in the moment. You have to create a unique atmosphere. You have to be intimate, attentive, and tender. You have to make the other feel respected and listened to. That's what really matters. Women don't care about size or outward appearance. They are looking for an emotional connection. They want to feel desired and respected. A man who knows how to create a special moment that puts aside his ego to offer his partner a moment of tenderness and attention makes a real difference. That makes a real difference. If you've ever felt complex about it, you should know that it's not worth it. What matters is how you commit to the relationship, how you listen to each other, and the shared joy. These elements are much more powerful than superficial rules that don't mean anything in the end. It's not the size that remains, but the attention. It makes a real difference. If you have ever felt insecure about it, you should know that it's not worth it. What matters is how you commit to the relationship, how you listen to each other, and the shared joy. These elements are much more powerful than superficial rules that don't mean anything in the end. It's not the size that remains, but the attention, the tenderness, and the emotional connection that you share. Fourth, trust and competence attract a woman. That's what attracts a woman. Confidence is not a facade or a mask you wear to impress. It's a deep, inner security that is reflected in everything you do. That confidence doesn't come from the outside. It depends on your appearance or your possessions. Tenderness, trust, and competence are the keys to attracting a woman. Confidence isn't a facade or a mask. It's a deep inner security that's reflected in everything you do. It doesn't come from the outside. It depends on your belief that you are capable of offering the best of yourself to others. Confidence grows stronger with time. It's the reflection of a life lived with sincerity and commitment. This kind of trust allows you to create special moments by letting go of external pressures and focusing on the person with you. Trust is the key to creating special moments. It allows you to let go of external pressures and focus on the person with you. Trust transforms a simple moment into an unforgettable memory that makes all the difference in a relationship. Imagine driving a car. It doesn't matter if it's the latest model or the fastest, what really matters is the way you drive it. An experienced driver knows how to get the best out of every vehicle by adapting to every curve, feeling the slightest movements, and knowing how to dose each acceleration and braking. This is the same in relationships. Women over 50 are particularly drawn to calm, serene, and secure individuals. They are attracted to the sense of stability and harmony that these individuals exude. In a dance, for example, you don't need to know every move by heart. What matters is the way you connect with your partner, the fluency, the listening, the adaptation to each other. That's what makes the difference. The real competence lies in creating a sincere connection, a connection where you both feel comfortable and secure. When you have that self-confidence, it's palpable. You transmit that tranquility and certainty, allowing both of you to fully enjoy the moment. Confidence is not something you impose. It comes naturally. It's like an intimate and peaceful conversation. It's not about talking louder. It's about filling the space with unnecessary words. It's not about knowing how to listen. It's about filling the space with meaningful silence, understanding what makes your partner vibrate, and seeking to improve and adjust over time. A man who pays attention to his partner's desires and is genuinely willing to connect on a deep level will leave an indelible impression. True trust is about being present. This means being fully attentive and sincere in every moment. Fifth, communication and empathy are the cornerstones of any relationship, pillars of any successful relationship. Everything we've talked about is essential, but the foundation of any true connection lies in the ability to communicate openly and understand each other. It is in this authentic exchange where true satisfaction far beyond the physical aspects to create a truly intimate and fulfilling relationship. It is crucial to know how to communicate openly and understand each other. You must express yourself clearly and actively listen. This willingness to understand the other is what makes it possible to reach a level of complicity that few relationships achieve. The best way to know what makes your partner happy is to ask them. Ask the question without presuming what he or she might like. We often make the mistake of thinking that what we like will please the other person, but the truth is that each person is unique. Our preferences may be completely different from those of others. If you are still watching this video, please comment below to let me know. Effective communication is key to understanding each other beyond appearances. Sometimes a simple conversation is enough. An open discussion without judgment is all it takes for things to improve. The incredible turnaround in a relationship is not complicated, it's natural, like a breath of fresh air. Sometimes, a well-chosen word at the right time is all it takes. A soft gesture, a gentle gesture, or a tender look after a shared moment is all it takes to connect. Women especially appreciate it when a man takes the time to sincerely show interest in what they feel. This emotional commitment is key to a successful relationship. It shows that you're willing to learn from them, adapt to their needs, and see things from their perspective. Initially, talking about intimacy may seem strange, as if it's unknown territory. However, once a channel of communication is established, everything becomes much easier and more fluid. Excitement gives way to complicity, and the relationship becomes lighter, more sincere, and more open. When a couple learns to talk freely about likes, insecurities, and barriers, those barriers fall away, and the pleasure and blossoming of the relationship can only grow. If you want a relationship to work in the long run, you must be open to dialogue and listen to your partner. This is the secret to flowing naturally with trust and complicity. What have you learned from everything we've discussed? What has made the biggest impression on you? Take a moment to reflect, and feel free to comment below and share one thing you have learned today that you will put into practice in your life. If this video has been useful, leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more enriching content. We are here to grow together, and your support is valuable. See you soon in the next video.